welcome back to our YouTube video. This is Ellen Shi, Cultural Fusion. Today we will be doing a video of how we came to UAE.
In a land far away to the east.
Because we each came separately.
Yeah. She came first.
Yeah, I came about 6 years ago. And you?
I should be completing 3 years. On October 31st, yeah, it's going to be completing 2 weeks from now. It's going to be completing the 3 years.
Yeah, so let's take you in this journey.
A story that begins where every great story begins.
I'll start from the beginning. So,
tell us.
It was in 2017. Back in 2017. Actually, mi sikuwa nataka kuja in the first place.
Wait, what?
That time I was in school. I had not finished school yet, but I changed my courses in between, so kulikuwa tuna ma up and downs because I took a course that I didn't like and then I ended up changing it.
Typical Africans.
Yeah.
Course in the university.
No, nijusikuwa make up mind your time what I want to do. So I took up accounting. The first thing was accounting, and then in the middle of it, I felt like this is not me. I can't handle it. So I changed. When I changed, I went to, I'm not sure if it was web design or web development. It was something like that, something to do with IT. And then in the middle of it, I got bored also.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And then from there, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And that time, my mom was already here. She was working here already. So for me, I was like, I don't want to go there. And then by that time, I had another boyfriend there that I was feeling kai, sasa nitamwacha, you know, you mtoto, and I was still young back then. I was 21 years old. I was still young. So I was like, sasa nitamwacha, you know. So for me, I didn't want to come. But the main reason was sikutaka kuacha boyfriend. But anyway.
Damn heartbreak.
I came, finally, because I remember my mom was telling me, send me your documents, I need to make you a visa so that you can come, and I was very reluctant. I was buying time because I wanted her to forget about it so that she could check. Anyway, I ended up coming, and I came in June, was it June or June? I think June of 2017, that's when I landed. And I came, I was staying with my mom at the time. So I came, I went to driving school, and you remember I had not finished my classes back then. I went to driving school, and then after driving school I was like, you know what? My mom told me, you know what? But ukae tu nyumbani, si you find a job to help you kupata tu pesa instead of kukaa tu kwa nyumba. So I was like, it's okay. Nikaenda, I finished my driving school, I got my license, and then I got a job. So I got a job driving. And I did that contract for some time. I did that contract for some time because in my mind back then was like, if you're an African, is it Nigeria? Because I was like, I maybe they check the passports, they have to check where you're coming from for you to get a good job. So for me nilijua, me being an African, because sijamaliza kashule kangu nilikaacha, I left my education hanging. There's no way nazapata kakazi kazuri. So I did driving for about 3 years or 4 years, and then after that I nikachana hiyo contract. I left the contract, I got my own visa, and then after that I started doing my own part-time jobs. So I started doing my own part-time jobs, and then during that time I also went back to school. Now I did not continue with what I was doing back in Kenya, those things about IT, because that's not my thing somehow kweli. So I ventured into interior design. I went to this school called National Design Academy. It's in Dubai, and the main school is in UK, but they have a branch here in Dubai. But I was studying online, so I studied interior design, and then still while I was doing my own part-time jobs, and then after hapo, I started looking for a job like in work. Here, if you've done interior design, they don't care if you have an education. They want you to have experience. And I didn't have any experience because I was fresh from school. So hakuna mtu anataka kuemploy. Hata by the way, I applied so many internships. Like I actually wrote in my cover letter, I was writing, it's okay, I'll take any unpaid internship, you know?
You fought bravely. You have done well.
Just to get that experience, but nobody got back to me. And I was very discouraged, by the way. Honestly, I was very discouraged. I tried, I looked everywhere, but I could not get anything. So I continued with my side hustles, hapa na pale. Yeah, it was feeding me, it was paying my small bills, it was feeding me, it was okay. I cannot complain about that. I actually, after that, I went back home. But before that, I already had gone back home for vacation, you know. And then this time now I went back home. I said, you know, I like beauty things. You know, I like doing nails, I like doing such things. So I went to this place, nail school. Nail school is in Napo, Lavington, Napo. So I went there for a whole month. What is it, a whole month? I mean, it was about 3 weeks. Nikajifunza kutengeneza nails in the hopes of nikirudi UAE I'll go niandikwe mahali nipate experience, and then afterwards I opened my own nail salon. But actually that didn't work out. So I came back. Well, nikakuja, niko na sample zangu, niko na portfolio nimetengeneza ya all the nails that I have done. So hata nisha give up story na interior design. But I still have a small portfolio ya interior design because they wanted, when I was applying, they wanted real-time experience. Not zile unajifanya projects kwa laptop and then unazisave. They were like, no, we want a real-time experience. Like umeandikwa mahali, umefanya project from start to finish. But I didn't have that experience. So it was very hard for me. And the other option was to start my own small company of interior design, which is very difficult to do because the competition is very, very high. Unapata tu hivi unapata ni interior designer. Na wote ni ma freelance. So utapataje customer? I tried, by the way, but I did not get anything. And you know, kusema ukweli, with my background, you know, hapo wanataka kuangalia like uko na experience. Hata wenye watakupatia kazi za freelance, wanataka kuona, do you have any experience of being an interior designer? Have you done a project from start to finish so that they can trust you? But for me, I didn't have that. So I decided to go into nails. And then when I came back, since I had even like a portfolio, I had everything, you know. And actually, shout out to my teacher.
We salute thee.
Because he really helped me a lot. He really, really helped me. Now, within that short span of period of time, alinisaidia. I was able to prep nails. I was able to do everything about nails. I was able to do gel extensions, acrylics, everything. Because alinifunza, because I told him, I am going back. I have this amount of time. I know it's not enough, but if we can, please nifunze. At least nikirudi huko, niweze kufanya kakitu. So yeah, so he's really struggled with me. Nilikuwa nafika huko asubuhi, natoka nini na huko afternoon. And throughout tulikuwa tu tunafanya deals. Na alikuwa and that time I was only alone. So he was concentrating fully on me. So when I came here, I applied for jobs. I actually got me. I got some few people who called me for interviews. When I went, well, mambo kuni different. Maybe when I was in Kenya, what I was taught is totally different from what they expect me to do here. So when I went, they told me, can you show us how to prep nails, how to do this and that. So many nikafanya style yangu yenye mimi najua. Ananiambia, we've never seen this. And then you know there's a time you want to remove the cuticles, you have to use the drill machine. If you do your nails, you know what I'm talking about. So wakaanza kuniambia, here people are very sensitive. You cannot use the drill to remove cuticles, you know. Like you cannot use a drill to clean up a nail. I was like, but this is how I was taught. This is how I know how to do it.
Gentlemen, a moment for our fallen comrade.
A moment's silence.
So I actually got disqualified because of this, because I didn't know how they do it here. I knew how they do it back at home and not here. So yeah, and there's one time I went to another salon. That's a story for another day. Anyway, I didn't get that job. So I was here, nimerudi huku January. I came back on February this year. I went for vacation in December. I stayed home for 2 months, December and January. So I came back in February, niko hapa, sina job, naanza kutafuta job. I don't know where to start. And then all of a sudden nikaambia my cousin is still here also. She's here, she's working here in UAE, but in Abu Dhabi. So I told her, hey, me, I'm looking for a job. So if you hear any connections, you just tell me. And then they have another group to have. So in that group, one lady posted that there's a job opening in Dubai. And that's how I got a job, because I applied. No, she connected me to that lady. And then that lady connected me to another lady who had been called for an interview. And then this lady who had been called for an interview, akachukua details zangu, akatuma wapi? Kule. And that's how I was called for an interview. I did the interview, I passed. And yes, as we say, alhamdulillah, I got a job. And now I can't complain. It's a good job, it's a well-paying job. And yes, and that has been my journey so far. It has many ups and downs. I've not told you guys in details, but it had so many ups and downs. But honestly, I can't complain, because you learn from the mistakes and you learn from the things that you go through. So yeah, how about you?
So mine is a bit different. Mimi nilikubali masomo, wengine wakikataa.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Wait, correction. Point of correction. Mimi sikukataa masomo. Ni masomo tu ilikatika nikakuja. You see?
Wait, what? What? Wait.
Those are two different things. Ni venye mara ya kwanza accounting ilinikataa, lakini hii nyingine set ilinikataa. Ni venye masomo ilikatika nikakuja huku.
Bora tu ulale vizuri, si ndio? Usipate stress. Anyway, for me it is different. Mimi nilikubali masomo.
I was a professor of ethics and moral philosophy.
And I finished, that is in 2018. November, that is when I graduated. Mi nilibahatika, tuseme Mungu alikuwa na mimi, had God's favor. And nilipata job 2019, one of the telcos in Kenya. No, not 2019, 2018, even before I graduated. That is for internship and like, Twitter kama beginner. Beginner, zitangwaji? Is a beginner jobs zitangwaji na Saudi. So that's where I started. So back in 2019, I was working as a software developer, software engineer in Westlands, and kitu around July, I got the chance ya kuomoka mara ya kwanza. Ndio nilipanda ndege mara ya kwanza.
Life was good. Life was perfect.
I got a chance to go to South Africa for interviews with one of the cloud providers in South Africa. I won't mention the name. So nilienda nikafanya interview. Basically the company has five rounds of interviews. So it's like a whole day interview, 5 of them. So nikafanya interviews, nikakaa huko 3 days, nikajivinjari. Unajua ile umetoka, Westland, then unaenda unapelekwa kama London. Unapanda stairs. So it was fun and I was like, huku ndio nataka kukuja. But God had other plans. So vile nilirudi home, that was like June, July, to August, that's when we were getting the feedback. So I did pass the interview and I was like, so I answered the background checks, like checking if you have any criminal records, if you actually did the certificate that you're saying in university, whether the courses that you've done, that is the short courses that you've done, are both accredited in Kenya and in South Africa. So your process will take time all the way to around January. So 2020, tumefika 2020. 2020 nayo COVID ikamua aje icheze kama yeye, tukafungiwa si wote. So just when PwC ndio ilikuwa nafanya background checks, when they were about to finish my background checks, COVID ikahit. So basically the process was like put on hold. So mimi nimeendelea tu na job yangu huku ST. In the process sikuanza ku work from home. Hii process ya work from home, I was just working from home, updating my LinkedIn, the typical things that software engineers do.
I was sharpening my knives.
So in one of those fine days, kitu start 2020 kitu March, April, one of the recruiters in the UAE, for now another cloud provider in the UAE, I can message on LinkedIn and he was like, hi, we like your profile, blah blah blah, are you ready to set up for an interview? And I was like, fine, Joe. Hakuna tulikuwa nafanya nikiwa home, but it was a weekend. So we set up the introduction call, nini ingine tukafanya the first round with the recruiter. So we scheduled the first and the second interview for April. So nikafanya first interview, nikafanya second interview. Sasa nikungoja feedback. So kitu August of 2020 wakanipatia feedback nimepita interview. So now here you have two job offers. One is in South Africa. It's a place you've seen, it's a place you know and you experience. Na ingine ni Dubai. UAE story tu zenye unasikianga ni mashida, unajua kuna solar.
Land of the rising sun.
Huwezi survive. So it was such a situation of choosing which one to go with. Basically both were paying well, but the UAE was paying a bit slightly better. So it was a matter of choosing what do you want. So back then, wazazi wangu hawakutaka kusikia stories za Middle East. Yes, it was a fight.
This means war.
So August yote nimepewa contract letter, offer letter in August. So nikawaambia nipatie a month, we decide. They were very, very accommodating because either way I was supposed to start, if I accepted the offer letter, I was supposed to start in November. So I had like 2 months to make a decision. So ilikuwa vita home, my mom, my dad, wanasema usiende wenda tu South Africa, at least ni hapa, bado ni Africa, tunaweza kuja, tunaweza kuvisit, hata mambo yakiharibika unaweza tembea urudi home. Ingine lazima, it was such a conversation. So unajua wazazi wa Kenya how they are. So me with my wise thoughts, I decided to come to UAE. I think it was God's plan, hata labda alikuwa ajua huko niko nitapata fiancé wangu, nilikuwa najua.
Ah, shucks.
Titter, blush.
So yes, that is how I signed the offer letter for coming to UAE, and I declined the other one from South Africa with the reasons explained above. So mimi ndio huyo kitu ilikuwa Oktoba October 31st. So October ikianza, masaibu kule upande ule mwingine, my ex akacheza kama yeye amejua kakijana kanaenda kaanza kutafuta replacement.
You broke my heart.
Broke my heart.
Then sitajua, so that is a story for another day. So October 31st ndio mimi nilipanda ndege na land Dubai. Bado tu ni COVID. Unaona sasa ile kijana wa kule Kenya ameanza pesa ziko, when you're in Kenya ukianzia job, mtu ulipwa pesa mzuri, but at least zinakumaintain, zinakulipia bills. So umekuja na kitu savings twako tu wote. Ukiconvert huku,
I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke!
So ni economize. Okay, the company that was hiring me walikuwa wananiambia they will reimburse the cost of expenses. But at the same time, I didn't have a lot of savings because the salary back then was good. So I survived, I settled down. Unaona nimekuja UAE sijui mtu, I didn't know anyone like 100%. It was only me, myself, and I, na Mungu nimekuja. But I believed God will help me settle down because I normally pray a lot, so I knew I would settle in very fast. And when we decide, come what may, I've already decided this is the one I want to go with, so it has to go, it has to work. Hakuna plan B. So November, September, October, November, December. So by end of December, I was fully settled. I had a house, my first house, this was my second house. Nilikuwa nishapata nyumba, nilikuwa nishapata ID, kapata residential visa, and I had begun life comfortably in the UAE. So that is how, guys, I came to the UAE, and I'm glad niko huku. I met my fiancé here, which that is another video for another day. And I cannot complain. I mean, my second job, it's way better than what I had before. It's very accommodating. It is with another telco around, but it's good. It's based in the UAE, in United Kingdom. So it's a very good company. So basically, the reason tumefanya hii video ni mjue where we came from, why we are here, and why we are doing this. We want to help other people out there when you wanna go in that situation whereby you have an offer to come to the UAE, but unaiangalia unajiuliza, nitamake aje, nitasurvive aje. You just trust in God, trust in yourself, trust in God will make a way for you even when there seems to be no way.
Really?
True. So yeah, that is how I landed in the UAE. I've been here now for 2 years. I'm completing my 3 years in 2 weeks time sijui tutakuwa na anniversary, 3 years anniversary. Yeah, and that is it, guys. So now you know me, you know where I came from, how I ended up here with Jobe. So yeah, until the next video, please like, share, subscribe. Ama uko na swali? Ama kwa kitu nataka kuongezea? Niko cut short. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, and comment anything else you want to know about us. We are happy to answer your questions, and we'll see you in the next video. See you guys.
Bye
Bye-bye.
guys.